Hard rock legends Kiss are having a big year. Despite not putting out an album in over 10 years and not writing any new material, they're having a big year. In this case, founding Kiss members Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons have been announced as 2026 inductees into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Other notable musicians also inducted with Kiss, or Gene and Paul in this case, Kenny Loggins, Alanis Morissette, and Taylor Swift. The star-studded event is slated for Thursday, June 11th, 2026 at the Marriott Marquis Hotel in New York City and will not be open to the public general. Additional special award honorees will be announced soon. The Songwriters Hall of Fame chairman Nile Rodgers commented, quote, "The music industry is built on the incredible talent of songwriters who create unforgettable songs. Without their artistry, there would be no recorded music, concert experiences, or engaged fans. Everything originates from the song and its creator. We take great pride in our ongoing commitment to recognizing some of the most culturally significant composers in history. This year's lineup not only showcases iconic songs, but also celebrates unity across various genres. These songwriters have profoundly impacted the lives of billions of listeners worldwide, and it's our privilege to honor their contributions." Unquote. Now, the Songwriters Hall of Fame serves as a vital bridge between music's past and future. In the hall, music pioneers are enshrined and celebrated, while the organization's outreach to the music community grooms the next generation of troubadours. To qualify for induction, a songwriter with a notable catalog of songs qualifies after 20 years of the first commercial release of their first song. Now, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons of Kiss, their introduction into the Hall of Fame was announced early Wednesday, January 21st on CBS Mornings, as well as the Songwriters Hall of Fame website. The Songwriters Hall of Fame singled out Kiss's songs Rock and Roll All Night, I Love It Loud, Calling Dr. Love, Shout It Out Loud, and Christine 16 as key works in the Stanley Simmons catalog. The Songwriters Hall of Fame inducted its first class of songwriters way back in 1970. Stanley and Simmons were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the rest of Kiss's original lineup back in 2014. December 2025, of course, they received the Kennedy Center honors. Kiss played its two final shows ever, December 2023 at New York City's Madison Square Garden. After a very, very long farewell tour, in fact, Kiss launched their farewell tour way back in January 2019. They were forced to put it on hold in 2020 due to the pandemic. Now, in 2024, Kiss sold its entire music catalog, likeness, and brand name to Swedish company Pophouse Entertainment. A biopic, an Avatar show, and a Kiss-themed experience are in the works, with Simmons and Stanley playing key roles in the development of all these projects, working closely with Pophouse. Also, Kiss is opening up new restaurants across the nation. In fact, in the spring of 2026, they're going to be opening up their latest Rock and Brews restaurant and concert bar in Royal Oak, Michigan. It is going to be a nice 3-story rock and roll restaurant featuring a concert bar and a rooftop lounge. Now, it's interesting because Kiss's most successful and popular song currently, when you look at the number of streams, is I Was Made for Lovin' You, which came off of their 1979 Dynasty album, which was kind of put out as a disco album. It really was kind of a rockin' album. It did have a lot of guitars on it still, but it was a divergence from the albums that they had put out previously. But I Was Made for Lovin' You, their biggest hit, wasn't mentioned as far as songwriting, even though there was co-writers on it. It still could have been mentioned, but anyways, it's going to get interesting in the Kiss camp and to see what else happens. I mean, we've got restaurants, Avatar shows coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if they went to the Las Vegas Sphere and played some shows. They did say they were done touring, but they didn't say they were done playing shows. Remember, they're still playing these Kiss cruises and other events. They're not touring. I think they're finally hanging up the hat. Maybe. We'll see if another reunion happens, right? But anyways, let me know what you think about this. The Songwriters Hall of Fame. Do they deserve it? They've got tons of great songs, so it's nice to see them get inducted. Anyways, hope you guys like this update. Please make sure you're subscribed. Come back to this channel for more. Peace.